Oh, okay, I was supposed to do that. This sharp guy was really pleased with himself. Is that a cop or is that a rando? Something tells me I shouldn't be down here. 2 armed hostiles. I can see... Oh. Okay, so those are 2 armed hostiles. Who's everybody else? What would happen if I just approached you? These guys are armed. They're just not hostiles? Hello? Oh, okay. You are just guards. Everyone here has seen something.
Not cool.
I mean, it is Arkham
The
Asylum.
fact that they actually try to animate the weather on their outfits is pretty epic.
What have you seen?
Sorry, sir, but you can't come in this way. It's locked down.
I can't.
Saw him.
I can't come in this way, bro. I just came out that way. I've been in there this whole time.
You arrived. Said it was
There's something weird. I mean, fishy in the most literal sense about their faces. You ought to know you stink, sort of like fish. Alrighty.
I don't know. I mean, I think that it's
Lots of stuff I can't decode.
using external interaction in order to frame your own psyche. To me, is a useful tool.
I mean, I'm perfectly content to just let the psyche be the psyche, and I'll meet it on its turf.
No.
Why? You don't like your psyche?
No, it's not that. I just find that it's a little less easy to...
I didn't necessarily say it was easy, but I mean, I don't mind just sort of talk about a mind palace. Why not just leave it in the mind?
She's still got Gordon with her. He could get hurt.
Okay, done.
I mean, even a mind palace requires that you think of a physical space that you've actually been to.
I sent you the schematic.
I don't know if it specifically has to be a space you've been to, as long as it's consistent.
Thanks, Ark.
Right.
I think it could be a fictional space, so long as you are,
Well, I mean,
if you could map it consistently.
and precisely, yeah, exactly.
All right, people's messing with me car. Oh, hello. All right. Hey, I can't get through here either. When do I get my hacking device? Where do I use... Hi, fellas. Okay, hang on. What's going on here? You shouldn't be here, pal. What are you doing? This seems like a precarious situation. Well, I know nothing about this other than what you've described. I just feel like, I let... You seem to have more of a hesitancy with letting art tell you things about yourself.
No,
It's
I
almost
don't
like
at
you'd
all.
rather
It's-
do your psychoanalysis on your terms.
Well, that is... I'm not going to disagree with that statement, but the former statement is not...
Well, I had to cajole
not
you into
the
letting
necessary-
Arcane... That was
Yes,
some
but
jizgle physics. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Barry White started playing.
I'm just saying one is not dependent on...
Get
the
away
other.
from me,
It's like,
car!
it doesn't necessitate that that's what it devolves to.
My car, what are you doing to my car? Come on. I'll rip you all a new one. 7 new ones on the menu. There
You
you,
know, speaking of new ones, I found out that when we actually process our chickens, you have to cut the buttholes loose. Did you know that?
well, I mean, I know you had to gut them. I suppose I didn't know exactly how
Like
anatomically that...
people apparently literally like cut around the butt and then pull out the entrails through what would be the butt. It's just a larger orifice now.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
It does make sense, but I just never realized that the reason why the chickens have the big long talking bits at the end of their legs is because they...
I don't think the talking
have their-
bits should be at the end of the legs.
Well, I'm just saying that's where their butts have been cut out.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm not... Here's where all my stuff was. I'm not exactly surprised. I suppose it's sort of like...
Harley.
I knew
He just grabs the one thing.
I knew it had to be something like that.
Anyway, no, I'm not uncomfortable with that notion. I'm just saying I don't
But don't you think
disagree
that
that I
it's-
want it to be on my terms, but
Well,
I
that- but
also
see, that
don't think
seems
that
to-
necessitates that I don't like art being a part of that equation.
Well, but then, well, okay, but you were talking about how you thought art was a part of the equation.
I am.
So you don't like it to be
I
part of the
didn't say it
equation.
wasn't. I didn't like it. I'm
You
saying
just
I
did
want-
say I didn't like it.
No. I said I want it to be on my terms. Is what
Well, yeah, but art necessarily isn't on your terms.
Not necessarily.
Well, okay, if you create the art, but I'm saying reacting to art that exists is therefore inevitably not on your terms.
No, that's not true.
I mean,
My
I,
relation to the art. Is,
I mean, I suppose. Okay, but then you're just ignoring it, like you did with Arcane.
no, it's not.
It is a little bit where you're like, you can sense that there's something going on, and you just choose not to look.
No, it's not that I'm choosing not to look. It's that I need to understand it before I own it.
Okay, before you own it, sir, I'm not just saying you react to a piece of art and go, "Oh, that's me," just because. Obviously, you need to be critical with it, but I'm saying
Gracious.
it seems you seemed to acknowledge that you're like, there's depth to this that I don't want to probe because I don't think I'll be comfortable with what it reveals. Would
Well,
you
that
not?
was more in discussion with it being out loud. Like if I was doing that privately, I would not be having a problem with plumbing depths.
So you're saying you were plumbing them, you just didn't want to talk about them, and I made you talk about them because it seemed like you
Maybe.
were hesitant to plumb them.
I would say it was. probably
Aha!
the-
Crack pipe.
Barbara. There's no way he'd leave
It is.
Wild Country. Gordon's favorite.
Wild Country, Gordon's favorite tobacco. I've never heard of that. Gordon likes some kind of tobacco.
It has your father's initials.
I wonder if that actually exists.
Was a birthday
98%.
this year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Nicotine 1.23. Something tells me that's not correct.
He's alive, Barbara.
Pipe tobacco, I think, has more nicotine in it than that.
I'm going to have to find another way around.
Medical facility, penitentiary. Can I hack stuff now, or am I going to have to blow this open?
You find Blackgate Rejects' board, come over and see
I've got to get into Arkham West.
the door. It'll spoil the surprise.
Ah,
And my experiment.
and now I've got my blasting cap, quite literally. See, I would rather let a piece of art spank me like a naughty child. What do you say to that?
I'd say blow the wall down.
Because in some ways, the best artistic experiences I've had have when it's been something that I like totally didn't expect.
Well, sure.
And
I'm
I'm
not
like,
disagreeing
whoa.
with that. If art arrests me, I don't have a problem with admitting what has.
You just seem
gripped
to
me.
wish that it bought you dinner first or something.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are times
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
see, but
I don't want it to skip foreplay.
Well, but it's interesting though that it's like art. By the very nature of you consuming it, you've kind of consented to that level of intimacy.
Wow, you're making that case. Are
Well,
you?
I certainly am. I don't think
They
you
were
could-
asking for it.
No, you're asking for it. You don't. No one's holding you down, making you watch a film. If you choose to watch a film, then you're opening yourself to the possibility that it will speak to you. So the fact that you would sometimes
No,
be like,
officer, they chose to watch me. Therefore, I was no.
it seems like if you're going to choose to engage a piece of art, you can't be like shocked when it actually engages back.
Well, sure.
So but I'm saying it seems like you sometimes are, or at least you wish it wouldn't.
Maybe the latter.
You're like, let me engage you without you engaging me. But
Yes,
the
I
abyss
wanna-
returns even the boldest gaze.
I want a voyeur for a bit.
That says things I don't think you want to say.
I'm joking.
Let me trauma dump on you, and then I'll bolt. Alrighty. Well,
Anyway, there's that.
there is that.
I thought it was an interesting discussion. Apparently, you.
We've talked about it for an hour. What do you mean? I haven't. Just because I'm not like immediately on board.
No, I'm just saying. I thought maybe you would find it as equally profound, but apparently,
I mean, I don't disagree. Like the acting thing, it's like I'm sure that would be the right thing for some people. I'm perfectly comfortable with it being a mental exercise. Because
So I guess for you, you don't necessarily necessitate the physical representations, which I guess
I don't necessitate. No, I don't think so. I won't deny that perhaps it could be useful in the right context, but this
maybe I don't necessitate it either. But
this
I think
seems
it's
a little
certainly-
bit. I don't know. it seems kind of like beating around the bush a little bit. I like to address stuff directly. And I know, I was previously making the case that sometimes you can't always do that. Sometimes your subconscious deliberately kind of walls you out because you don't want to actually face certain truths about yourself. But at the same time, I think there's validity in just like sort of brute forcing it. Because I mean,
How you said that right as Batman's doing a flying back kick.
well, yeah, sometimes you have to brute force it, whether it's your subconscious or a man's jaw. Sometimes you just got to do things your way. Do I need to go into the medical facility? He was in the other... oh, no, I'm following a trail. Right. I keep getting distracted by things I can't open.
Hey, scram, bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to...
I mean, I suppose if you really had to pick, Catwoman doesn't bring as much to the table.
I agree.
And yet...
If we're able to just kind of aim that kind of chaotic in a good direction.
you're saying if she got some help.
I can never stay.
If
No,
Harley Quinn...
I don't want her to specifically get help because that would change some of her charm.
but I think she needs obviously help. I don't think you'd be fine. I don't think it's right to just go, yeah, well, I want you to stay psychologically damaged because I find it quaint.
I don't know.
We're going to inevitably have to start talking about Arcane here, so we might as well just jump to it. Obviously, I think she would need assistance, but that doesn't mean she would have to change like permanently. Because I think obviously certain aspects of personality
you could aim it
remain.
into a moral good rather than a...
Well, yes, but that I think would necessitate some amount of help.
Well, sure, maybe. Getting her away from a psychopathic killer.
Well, yeah, that would I think probably be step one. Perhaps even
Maybe step...
Yeah, it might be all. The rest of it might take care of itself after that.
I was about to say. Because wasn't she like a doctor or at least a nurse?
Yeah, she was a psychiatrist. She was some form of psychiatric person.
I love how they do that, though, because, to be honest, and all offense intended to psychiatrists and psychologists, it kind of tracks.
See, but I think you're using I think you're using the bad apples to judge the rest.
No, I'm not.
I don't think Jordan...
My own wife is a psychologist.
Yeah, but I don't think Jordan Peterson would be seduced by the Joker.
No, but I don't know that he would be, like, uncomfortable admitting that every human has the capacity to be.
Well, okay, but those are not at all the same sentiments. I don't think
They
Harley
are.
Quinn's not a well-adjusted individual who just happens to think that anyone could turn into the Joker.
Sure.
She feels the need to demonstrate that by turning into the Joker. Like, I don't know.
I'm going to prove that everybody is the same by becoming different.
Yeah, I think you're addressing the endemic of like college students who think they took a psychology class and now understand the universe.
Oh, no, it's much worse than that, though.
But like,
It's
I think
them actually getting degrees and having other people affirm that they understand the universe even when they don't understand jack squat.
Yeah, but I don't think those are real psychologists. I
agree.
guess
I completely
my
agree.
mental map is filtering them out, so I don't think it's fair to judge the rest of the trade by them.
I also agree with that. That is true.
Structural weaknesses. I'm not looking for clues. I'm looking for stuff to blow.
What am I going to blow?
Well,
What about that wimpy Harlequin doll?
I will not comment.
Oh, come on. That was a better extrapolation than you were giving it credit.
If you were referencing something, I don't know that
It's Toy Story.
What?
It's when he's... Okay. I'm not even going to...
Well, you twisted it enough for me to not recognize it.
Well, it certainly wasn't taffy, so you just didn't pick it up when I was laying it down.
I do that a lot sometimes. Sometimes I just don't want to pick it up. Sometimes it strikes me as unsavory. Well, are we agreed on Harley Quinn then? I suppose it seems like we are.
Well, I don't know that there's any argument.
Well, what are the options?
What are the arguments? I mean, like,
it's
you have
Catwoman
Poison
or
Ivy,
Poison
which
Ivy.
is not good.
Poison Ivy is as close as you can get to being a furry without becoming a furry. It's like with Poison Ivy, you have to be into not only the dominatrix stuff, but like the weird non-human stuff.
Funnily enough, that bothers me less than the
What, the non-human stuff or the dominatrix
no,
stuff?
the dominatrix bit.
That's an important distinction.
Then the kind of like proto or pseudo humanness is a little bit like.
I
no.
won't comment on this. I feel it will only go south from here.
Oh,
let's just acknowledge that we both rule her out.
I don't know.
Unless you're saying you
feel
don't.
Like you're wanting to avoid unearthing something that may actually be worth unearthing.
I'm just saying this is not me claiming that I'm comfortable with either. But the dominatrix thing I don't get. I'm like, no.
Really?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm a little like perhaps this is just my station in life, but I'm like, I get crapped on by the rest of my life. I don't need you to do it for me.
Well, it's hardly okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Okay, I don't mean that literally either. I'd like to.
I mean that. Yeah, that's.
I mean,
level of.
I don't need to get bossed around by someone else in life. I'm not looking for that experience. So, for those of you that are, you do you. But I'm just going. So, I suppose by process of elimination, the alienness doesn't bother me as much as that.
Is that what she is? I always
Well,
thought
she's
it was like she got
I
radioactive.
mean, she's not a human technically.
Really? I thought she
She's
was
not
like
an
a human
alien
that
in
got
the- in the-
marred in some capacity.
No, well, I mean, probably, but she's like her DNA is skewed
Well, that.
by whatever process I don't recall. But it's like she's not a normal person.
Well, that's true.
So that wouldn't bother me as much in this context, given that she mostly still looks human. I'm like,
The
okay.
Catwoman thing is interesting. Catwoman is the
I
person
actually
you marry. Harley Quinn is the one you date
s-
for the fun of it.
I don't know that I would agree because Catwoman's got. I don't love the femme fatale vibe either, because it's dominatrix adjacent.
Well, which apparently I'm okay with.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm just like, no. I don't need.
Don't need none of that.
I was just like, I answer to people for the rest of my life. I don't need it here. What I'm saying is secretly.
So if you could just climb down out of.
Yeah, secretly I wish I was Tommy Shelby and I could just tell people to shove off. I want to jump on him.
Well,
Can I not do that yet?
I don't know what Batman was doing just then, but it didn't look like it should have.
What?
Doing?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I mean, I see what you mean.
Looks like he's unzipping his pants. Like,
The problem, yeah, I can't.
put it away.
Oh, dude, some privacy if you don't mind. Darn it, this joke has cost me my run.
He urinated on me and he bit my nose.
Well, because I was trying I was trying to press the button enough that his hand would stay there, but every time I did, he would start throwing batarangs.
Oh, did I say no?
Did you?
I didn't.
No, you're here.
Okay.
Oh, I got something in my nose. Hang on.
Why does he need the doctors? To save them.
I don't know what other female Batman people there are. I mean, I know there are. None of them are probably as famous as the trio of Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and what's her head? Poison Ivy. Because, I don't know. Something about... There's a coyness with the femme fatale archetype that I'm like, can we just get straight to the point?
Wow.
I don't like the games.
Oh, okay.
I don't need these games in this context, I guess is my point. So there's something pleasantly direct about the Harley Quinn, just, I'm going to say what I'm thinking personality. You are not going to do much better than me by the look. He followed you up there. They know you're there.
Well, okay, I didn't realize they could shoot me from up here. That's dumb.
As it turns out, you could shoot someone from anywhere. Hey, Batman, I can shoot you from here. This is some great eye insights, original thug.
That works way too well for you.
Oh, you act like I stumbled on that. I knew what I was doing. Okay. So I think we're learning things about me.
About you?
Well, about each of us.
You have a massive aversion to anything
Got to say,
strong women. Oh!
I don't know that I would want it to be phrased in such a way. It's not strong. It's I don't like the games. We've talked about this in other contexts. I don't like
know that
the social games. I don't like the toying. It's like, no, can we not just say what we mean?
See, and I find it slightly evocative.
I don't. If anything, it feels obfuscative, if that's a word, where it's just like, we know what we're after, and I don't mean that in necessarily a crass way, but it's like, can we not just say what we mean?
I happen to have a position here available on
Well,
my
but it doesn't have to be that. I'm simply saying, can we not just say what we mean in any context, whether it be
Sure, I
emotional or physical? Just like, can we not just get to the point and speak our minds? Because the toying I find draining.
See, I tried to do that, and the minute I dropped in front of him, he said, "I'm shooting you with my gun."
Well, you didn't drop in front of him seductively enough. You had to linger.
He didn't like your games.
You didn't like the cut of your jib. Interpret for yourself what that means. Okay, so I have... Hi there. I meant to take him down from the ledge, but I guess this works. That guy should absolutely have seen me do that. But he didn't. I thought he should see me, but he did. Oh, I want you. Come, my friends. Yes. And then your friend will come. Oh, I want... Ooh. Come
Oh,
back.
you could have dropped behind him and done
I could have done that. I intended to do that, but I also want to get him through the glass. And then he starts sucking on the glass. Come on. Give me the takedown. This is glass, isn't it? Or is it like concrete or something? It's concrete. It's not glass. Well, that totally spoiled my point. Hey, pal.
it's not safe yet.
I think I would have actually taken his eyes out by headbutting him like that with my ears. Is that everybody? I got upgrades. What do I got? Last damage to perform an unblockable instant takedown after you. That's the best one.
What is it?
The unblockable takedown if you get a high enough.
What is his face doing?
Yeah, something's not quite right about that. He seems to have turned somewhat into a golem.
That looks like the frig. No.
So A and X is to chuck a guy. B and Y is to knock his lights out.
Safe now.
I believe he's going to call in reinforcements, isn't he? Condition terrified. Are you thugs or are you... Oh, you're no. Okay. Are these flight controls inverted? I don't want that.
I don't know, Mr. Krabs.
Hi. Ooh.
Over here.
I'm standing right next to you, you whack job.
I know I'm stealthy,
I'll
but
tell you what kind of woman I can't tolerate is that.
what? A woman who speaks her mind? Or is
Wow.
you're just talking about a woman who's a ditz?
Yeah, I can't do the dits. That
Well,
is the least attractive thing to me when they act like I'm a numbskull. It's like, okay,
You mean like knowingly act like a ditz?
Yes.
Or are actually genuinely a ditz?
either one is not much better. One of them has more of a pass because it's like, okay, you can't be faulted for it. The other is worse
Well, sure.
because you're just looking stupid when you're not.
Well, I suppose, yes, I would agree.
Hold still.
But then the question is, Harley Quinn's got a bit of a ditzy thing going.
No, she's got no.
I think she does it on purpose, though, because I don't think she is. I think she uses it as a kind of cover.
Right.
But that's the same thing. She's doing it on purpose. You're saying that annoys you?
Not no.
I think you just don't want to admit that you like poison ivy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You just want to be dominated by weird plant women.
I certainly don't want her ropes on me.
Well, yeah, weird spores and
Don't
things like
want
that.
her fingertippies on my fancy.
Is that the door I need to go through, or what?
There's a door here.
Yeah, these flight controls are inverted, and I hate them. Ew. Ew. What kind of a facility is this?
What head is
Pick up
that?
interview tape. Who's interviewing who? You look like a doofus. Have we talked about how stupid the name Edward Nigma is? Because it is.
Well, I mean, again, very textbook comic book villain.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Sure.
I think it's dumb. It's strange credulity.
Well, that's certainly true.
Because it's like, is there any etymology to the name Nigma? Is there anyone out there who has that name? Or is it entirely concocted for the sake of a bad pun? Because it feels like all of them are concocted for the sake of bad puns.
All three is a baby. True, it crawls,
You mean the idea that
but cut off its
It was like Harley Quinn is a clever name because that's how she dresses and it's a crime, it's a criminal name.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's basically just a shortened version of her name, it's like, well, that removes the cleverness of the thing. It's like, well, now it's just a nickname at this point. It's not actually like a name. It's not a stage name, which is effectively what it is. It's what she's dressed as. And yet, it's like, no, it just so happens to be a coincidence that it's also an abbreviation of her name. And Edward Nigma kind of feels similar, where it's like, this just feels... Couldn't he have just called himself the Riddler because he liked riddles? Do we have to make his name a pun on the concept of riddles? I don't know. I know DC is famous for that kind of shenanigans, but still.
well, I mean,
What
what
am I
else do they
doing?
do that with? What's Ivy's
I mean,
name
those are the
again?
worst. No, she's normal. The very worst is apparently, and this was someone...
What's Penguin's name? Wasn't his slightly
No,
related?
Oswald Cobblepot. It's weird for different reasons, but it's not that. All right, I got to go into the basement. Okay. I got to go to all these places. How do I get to them? Through the elevator. Is that not the way I've been trying to get? Okay, this is the elevator, yes? What's wrong? I don't like it. Okay. I must change them. Invert flight, heck no. Thank you. That's all.
Notice how you actually just inverted them.
No, did I?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
Did I say
Yes.
invert flight? Wait. But it wasn't already, it was already
Wasn't.
inverted.
What is correct is what it is right now. Yes.
No.
Inverted means that when I go up, it goes up, and when I go down, it goes down.
But how is that inverted? Because that's
Because
what it
flight-
is. Up
no,
is up.
Flight in real life is up is down.
No, I don't think that. I'm not holding this like a flight joystick. I'm holding this like a thumb pad.
Yeah, but forward is still down.
This is. You think you're going to make your case just by doing that motion? I don't think. This ain't Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is. So no. I reject calling this inverted. What I'm calling it is corrected.
Corrected.
This is the corrected flight controls. Where am I going?
I'm going to probably change that back, just letting you know.
Why would you do that?
Because I prefer it the other way.
No, it's terrible.
It's not, actually.
I
You
need
probably
to
are one
get
of those
it-
weirdos that wants your mouse to scroll down when it's down, too.
As in, scroll this way to go down?
No, as in,
That goes down?
yeah, no, that's the way I like it.
No, that is how you
Some
do
people
it.
are weird where they like want to
But
do
that's
this
also
and
what I
go
want to
up.
do. I want when I press down to go down.
No,
just like
that's
this. When I
for
scroll-
flight, it's different.
No, it isn't different. It's the same principle.
No.
I want the down direction to make me go down and the up direction to make me go up. Don't fight me on this. I'm right.
I will.
Where am I
I'll
going?
fight you on this because any pilot will tell you that up is down.
Yeah, okay, but that's
Well,
I'm
that's
not.
just maddeningly unhelpful.
I'm not holding a flight. First of all, most flight things these days are just steering wheels, so they're not these kinds of
Still push them
joysticks.
forward or back.
I don't know if that's actually the case or not, so I
It
can't
is,
comment on
I
it. But my
assure
point
you.
is, I am not holding one of those joysticks, so
To understanding the human
I don't want it to be that way.
Let's talk about the
Radiation. This is when we get into Bioshock. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well, we sort of get close. We get to Scarecrow shows up.
Oh, well.
So it's quite a literal Bioshock, one could argue.
Scarecrow has to weigh in on that Nyx at some point. I was playing.
Oh, hello. You should be able to see me. Buddy, all three of you have this coming. You deserve that after what you just did. Oh, I wanted to punch his lights out. I blocked your face. Punch his back, I guess, but I don't know what that was.
It's a sciatic punch.
I'm gonna age you 50 years.
You'll have sciatica for your entire life. Can you imagine going into the hospital? What are you here for, sir?
All of his other
Batman gave me sciatica.
all the other thugs are, in casts and bandages, and he's walking around like he's 80 years old going, this back of mine, ever since I met the Bat. What are these weird x-rays for? Woo! What?
She's dead.
What?
Someone tell Joker.
What?
Might I inquire as to... Oh!
Who died?
Evidently I was searching for a captive, and I found them. I found them too bluntly. I didn't realize that was the room. Too invested in these creepy x-rays. So evidently she's somewhere in here. Don't go. Oh, yes. Don't go in there.
Stop your whining and listen good.
Or actually, maybe do go in there. Maybe blow a hole in the wall.
That's what I was, yeah.
So is Harley Quinn just a process of elimination for you? Because it kind of seems like it is. It seems like she just doesn't annoy you as much as the others.
I am quite
Is that correct?
job, as you call it.
Is that your statement?
Oh, how do I light it?
You got to blow it
With what? I can't remember.
with your lips. Detonate! Come on. That is some cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, he was still in there. He just blew the door, and he's like, "Didn't get me."
You like a violin then,
That was really stupid.
Funny. Well, I bet you what you have to do is you have to like plant that there, take that guy out, and blow it all at once.
Take that. What plant? What? Where?
As in, plant the gel on the door, but don't blow it immediately. You got to blow it.
You got to blow both at the same time.
Yeah, you got to blow them all at once.
You got to press B to blow. Okay.
You're not commenting
About.
Harley Quinn and your affinity.
I don't know that I need to. I think we both established that she's the best character in this game. As
Yeah,
far
but it
as
seems as though
females.
yours. What
I
about?
have no apprehension about
Well,
saying that.
but you've acted like you like.
Sounds like
If you like the femme
tiny
fatale,
vines.
if you like the femme fatale vibe, then why not Catwoman?
There's something erotic about the whip. I don't know.
That's Catwoman then.
I know I was joking.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm
so
saying.
you just don't want to admit that you like Catwoman.
No, I'm not saying that. I actually really do think that Harley Quinn is the best. It's just that it.
Oh, hang on. How do you know there's not more?
There isn't.
There is. Oh no, okay. It was just a camera angle trick. I don't think she'd be alive. I think that debris landed mysteriously around her. You could.
What's going on?
You
The
could-
walls just got blown to bits.
Well, what's going on with your hair is my question. She could spear an apple on those baby hairs.
Very specifically wanted Joker.
That is
She's gelled them with Elmer's glue.
back in 1995. It's held that shape ever since.
Facility.
Tell you, pal, don't put resin in your combs.
You wait here. It's dangerous out there.
Resin. No, I don't. It's.
There are still more medical staff there.
There is something uncomfortable about. Hang on, go back a bit.
It's a bit.
Go back and look at that X-ray there, to the right. That is an uncomfortable placement of that hand. That's some body horror. Zoom out.
That's actually coming from that, I think.
Yes. That is an uncomfortable sight.
Well, at least he's happy about it, so he's smiling.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you be?
No, I wouldn't be. I don't want to be.
Hang on.
I want to be fisted in that regard.
To the right.
Take it back.
Ain't
now,
no
y'all.
bones there. Ain't no bones. Can confirm, no bones.
That's what you'd say to Catwoman. Can confirm, no bone.
I'm just telling you, that ain't anatomy.
No, I'm not.
You're being cagey,
No,
which
it's
means
not,
I'm on the right track.
No, not at all. I'm just simply saying both of them are interesting in a unique way. I actually don't find
Want to
Poison
skin them
Ivy-
first.
I don't find Poison Ivy to be attractive whatsoever, which is interesting.
Not
'cause
interested in the
normally-
in the red hair vibe.
Yeah, no, that's not really ever been a thing for me. I don't know. Hands up the butt. That's. I'm just playing.
Well, the problem is it's not up; it's out,
It's out the butt.
and that's worse. That means something possessing a hand is in the butt.
Oh no. So now I'm going through this area.
Well, you saved one doctor; you got to save the rest. Well, so the manic pixie dream girl thing. I suppose we're both susceptible.
It's I don't know. It's just there's that's not what I
I
meant
mean,
to
I
do.
think everyone knew that long time ago about me.
Early results were promising.
Oh, I mean it comes
I
with
think
the
I.
comes
think
with
I-
the it comes up with the weeb territory, I feel like.
What?
I'm
I don't
joking.
think it. Okay. I thought it was obvious for a different reason, but okay.
Heightened process.
Oh, well. I mean, I
I
suppose.
think I made that bed when I talked so fervently about Arcane. Although,
Arcane.
I would make the argument.
You talked verbally about Arcane, or you talked verbally about your
I think I.
commitment to Jinx?
I would
'Cause
like to point out that
it's more
it
than
was
just
about
an
Arcane
affinity.
primarily.
Was it?
Yes, primarily. I won't deny there were some secondary discussion. But I would also make the argument that she is interesting because she subverts that trope,
Well, sure.
and that makes it more better.
I'm not uncomfortable with Catwoman, is all I'm saying. Like,
It's not even that I'd be
Poison Ivy
uncomfortable.
actually makes me uncomfortable. Catwoman, I'd be like,
I don't know what you're gonna do to me.
Like, Catwoman, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do something fun. And then Harley, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, we need to do something fun.
See, but you said the opposite though. Earlier, you were like Catwoman's the one to marry.
Yes, I said that.
But I don't agree. I don't think I'd want to be married to that.
Why?
Because I'd get tired of it.
Oh, well.
Because again, I'm not up for the games. I'd rather.
The games involved leathers and whip. I wouldn't be.
I'm not. No, that's not for me. Not for me. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay? Wow. Oh, hey, hi. I thought you guys were friends. Apparently, you're not.
Well, I think they're friends with each other. I don't
Well,
think
I mean, they were blue. And
I don't think they care that much about you, though. Red, I think, just means they have guns. Well, I suppose have we thoroughly explored this psychological depth? What it says about our. That
Oh,
did not.
front
It looked
kick.
like he was about to sack you so hard.
And yet, I presented my sack and ended up getting a heel to the face. That sometimes happens when you try to take
When
that
you
man's
try to
sack.
present your sack.
Boss, it's done. The room is full of gas and Captain Hook is stuck in there. Thing is, it's the bat!
Whoop. Oh! Well, okay.
Yes, that works.
Drop them both like a bag of hammers and just pop my neck because I felt cool.
Cash,
Whoop, can't go through there. Door blocked.
Door is blocked. Okay, well,
Break the glass.
and he starts sucking on the glass.
Give Mr. Cat big ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's what you're saying to Catwoman? Yes.
Don't do that.
I hurt my neck.
I don't know. It's both would be fine for me. I would still say if I had to hierarchy.
Both is good.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if I had to put them on a hierarchy, I would say definitely Harley would be at the top for Batman characters. Oh,
That's an interesting qualification.
escape!
What is it? What about not Batman characters? How wide are you opening this?
Well, I mean, are we talking just within the realm of DC? Are we talking just within
Well,
the realm?
I mean, I feel like that Batman characters are DC characters. You just condemned that man to death.
Isn't that what I was supposed to do?
Well,
The
I mean,
bats tell me yes.
the bats harvest his soul. I mean, I think he has sort of a code about not doing that, but I guess you can just say it's okay. He's not dead. He just fell 2 stories through a concrete roof. Condition unconscious. See? Conscience clear. Hands washed. Washed hands. Oh, yeah, you got to turn on the air filtration.
Oh. Whoop.
Not that way. What?
I don't exactly know.
That was
how
an
I'm
exasperated sigh. Well, find where the fans lead to. Or where the wiring leads to. Oh, it's right there.
gonna- Ouch, it's me.
That is a precisely thrown batarang. And the fumes go down like it's water level for some reason.
Is it just one, or do I need more?
Given the existing fan or the existing green gas, I think more. It's a puzzle. You got to get to the right spot to be able to hit it. A joke could be made from that, but I'm not going to make it.
Got to get to the right spot. Okay. I think I just followed your logic, and it wasn't savory. I don't know that. Oh, seriously, is there
What is
another
your
one?
fictional character for that? The term I hear the kids.
That's a really broad. The term you hear the kids what?
The term I hear the kids using these days is hall pass, and I have no clue what that means. But that's what they refer
Let's
to it
not
as.
use it then, because for all we know, it's going to be a weird one.
Well, I think it is a weird one, but I'm just saying that's where it's like your fictional character crush, I guess. And I could be using that. It's not. I don't think it inherently applies to fictional characters, but I have.
I
heard
don't
it.
know that I'm telling you mine. Because it reveals something very...
Well, you could probably guess. I've already told you mine by accident.
I have too many that are...
Ah. Is that your defense?
Yeah.
Well, that'll say enough if that's all you're going to say.
I mean, there's not...
I am a philanderer.
Wow.
I am a cartoon philanderer. That doesn't have to be cartoon specifically. A fictional philanderer.
Fictional... I mean... Okay. This is
Interview
a really
tape.
broad category.
Interview
Are you
tape.
talking movies? Are you talking... Because,
I
I
think-
mean,
well, I mean,
if
I
we're
don't
talking
know.
completely non... I mean, this is too broad.
Is that
Too
is that
broad.
am I meant to read into that?
Too broad of broads.
Two broads?
Too broads.
You want two broads?
I feel like it's too broad.
Okay, how would you narrow it?
I mean, if you were to say maybe animated, I don't know. Even then, it would be fairly broad.
Well,
I don't know that I can
obfuscate
give
all you
a
want.
good-
It's just we already know plenty now.
Which is what?
But apparently you can't keep it above the waist.
What is? I assure you, I can. I mean, what? I don't
even know why I just came up with the question out of thin air, so I don't feel. I mean, I don't have any. I'm just trying to pad the time, really. I feel like you've given us plenty based on your hesitancy.
I don't know that I have. I'm just saying it's a bit of a. I don't know. There's just. It's a difficult question overall, I feel. Why isn't that opening?
I don't. Well, because I don't think that mechanism is the one by which it opens. You were supposed to save someone by clearing this area.
Well, I already did, and I talked to him too. So he's just being stingy with his time.
Were you saving? Did you save him or
Yeah.
try? Well, okay.
Maybe
I don't
gotta
think
climb
we did
this.
what we came here to do.
I think I did. He's over there. See, he's just being stingy, not talking to me. Gonna come in like a. Talk to me, butt.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Or is that guy?
Talking to Aaron.
Oh.
My radio went dead soon after you brought Joker in.
The radio went dead. Am I supposed to figure out what's going on? I'm gonna have to do your job too.
Oh, interview.
Saved interview 39. Patient's name is Edward Nigma. Point in time, I've yet to decide if Mr. Nigma is a suitable candidate for the Titan process. I'd like to talk about your childhood.
Miserable. Next.
By all accounts, that is where your fascination with riddles began. I believe discussing those years could explain your compulsive behavior.
I don't know.
Very well.
I feel like,
My father hated.
I mean, there's enough history behind the concept of the talking therapy.
I was
Generally speaking, I think the more
contest at school.
it's better the less the other person says. Mostly it's meant to just get you talking about, because it's sort of true that you will eventually uncover things yourself if you just honestly talk about
Yes,
them.
or you could just see it visually and then just have an apostrophe.
Yeah, but I don't know that would happen as frequently as you portray. I think depending on the persons involved, I think it would be unique. A true sociopath, not like any of these other fakers.
He's gonna have a bio on himself.
Yeah, of course he does.
I'm Batman. I've got a 9-pack.
That's all it says. Well, maybe I guess that we did what we came here to do. It seemed a little anticlimactic.
I don't know. I will tell you that the type is very.
I don't know that type. I feel like type is a
Type is too broad. It's narrowing it some.
Well, no, because I'm saying I was going in a different direction. I'm saying I think, and I suppose I can't speak for anyone but myself, but I feel like, well, I guess I'll let you tell me if I'm alone in this. Is there such a thing as truly having a type? Or is it sort of a hierarchy of subtypes?
What does that mean?
Well, because to me, I don't know that there is like a singular type. It's more like a gestalt thing where it's like I wouldn't describe myself as like I'm into goths, but occasionally you're like, okay, she's working that works for her. But I'm not like, oh, anytime a chick dresses like that,
Well,
that's
I don't.
like, oh, that's
see,
my
you're
thing.
talking purely aesthetic. I mean, sometimes it's actually
Well,
like
a personality
I really like
involved as
confident-
well. I mean, I think it's like if it fits, then it fits. But if it doesn't, then I'm like, it's fine. I mean, I suppose the type thing though is a somewhat aesthetic. Isn't that kind of how it starts?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing anything else I need to do in here.
No, I
so
guess
I'm
you're done.
assuming that we're gonna go this way.
I think we got one more person to save. Am I alone in this dichotomy or non-dichotomy, this plurality?
I know.
Or are
I mean,
other people more directed?
There is still medical staff needing my help.
Is that no longer blocked? Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Ooh, excuse me.
I mean,
You just
I
came
don't.
back into this room.
Yeah, because now I can go in here.
Yeah, but you just left.
Oh yeah.
That man is most certainly dead.
I mean, I don't.
Well, because you seem to indicate that you wouldn't have a type either. So am I not? Am I?
It's
alone
not that
in
I
this or
don't have
not?
a type.
You just don't want to say what it is.
Well, I mean,
Because
it's
it's dominatrix green women.
no, it's pear shaped.
I feel like that's a bit loose for a type.
No, it's actually not.
Okay, I don't feel like that's specific enough to qualify
It
as a
is.
type.
I mean, you have like the 3 different main shapes for women. It's
I
like
don't think this is what people mean when they
hourglass.
say type.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm saying mine is very broad. It's just there's like the hourglass, which is the very like quintessential. That's what everybody apparently wants, which is not my thing.
I don't.
And then there's
Okay, but this is not
the apple shape, which tends to be more busty on top
apple
and less.
shape. I have never
whatever.
heard of this one.
And then there's pear shape, which is the exact opposite.
I don't think this is the
they've got
word. This is what people
stuff-
mean when they say type.
Well, that's probably true.
So why are you bringing it up?
I mean, I don't. As far as like physical characteristics, when it comes to anything else, as far as like a.
I think you can get out of here. You keep telling us you can get out of here, but
I
you're not
did,
getting
but
out.
then I'm not.
Then you came back.
Well, how do I get out? Well, then get out of it.
You were out, and then you came back in.
But because I can't. I mean, there's not.
You go the opposite way. Go the way you came. You got one more person to save.
Will all patients please remain calm
Oh.
and move slowly to their accommodation?
Oh, I'm not sure I can keep it a secret any longer. I've got some old friends coming to the party. It's just terrified you leave that.
I don't know.
The other, well, let's just say,
I tend to like
to see you, and you will be to see.
clever and
Fine institution.
intellectually able to actually spar with me.
So I think you do like the femme fatale types, and you're just not admitting
What
it.
is femme fatale?
Well, sort of Catwoman-esque or
Well, but I mean-
similar.
Half the story.
I can't think of another example, but there's
Yeah, I
plenty.
mean, I'm trying to get you to unpack that a bit because that could
Well,
mean a lot of things.
Present all medical,
I mean, think a classic noir
surgical,
chick.
and wellness.
Think of a James Bond chick.
No, see, I don't like that.
This looks somewhat horrifying, whatever's going on in here.
Don't speak. You're safe now.
But it's a trap.
I know. Just not for me.
It's true. You really are the world's greatest detective. How did you do that, Bats? Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys. See if he can detect being punched in the face.
Oh, what is this guy doing? This guy's being crafty. You're about to get decked with a payphone. Payphone decking incoming. He's really winding that up. Where are these guys getting these things? Yep, there it was. You're just gonna eat them all, are you?
What are you waiting for? April Fool's Day? Get down there!
Okay, there's more.
I'm trying to do the combination where you can throw the guys, but I'm not being able to accomplish
A
it.
and X.
It's not working. talking.
Do you have to have a specific combo? You might.
Oh,
It might be like you have to get your combo up to a certain point to be able to do those combos. That's how it was in Arkham City. You punched him in the groin so hard your fist came out the other end.
Don't get
he had to clean it off.
softening you up.
Is this the last guy?
You'll see.
That is a mean side eye. He is giving you the dirty look.
I can handle these.
It's all because of you that this happened.
I don't know. It's more about
Attitude.
yeah. There's a degree of confidence and yet flippant
Ooh.
kind of. I don't know. It's nay. That's what it is. If we're gonna jump back into Peaky, where like okay, it's like Grace. Sure, she was lovely, but not particularly attractive to me because there was not any sort of chemistry spark. Whereas May, it's like okay, you actually can compete on a mental game with me, so it fits.
Sure.
So that's all.
I've struggled to think of any other defining characteristics about her, though.
What is okay?
Well, maybe that's just because the show didn't give her enough airtime or something.
That's
But
certainly true. That's something I think.
well, I don't
She's
know.
got some of the best lines, though.
I suppose of his.
Women arcs.
Yes, I can agree with that. I suppose.
Because I mean,
How do you deactivate that thing?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure.
There's where. Oh, okay. You're gonna have to hack it with stuff your thing you don't have. Well, I don't know why we ain't got our gadgets, but I guess that was our fault for stumbling in without a full belt. Question is, when will it save? Will it save when we get to the next
Welcome
spot?
to Arkham Asylum.
Or is it already saved?
Here to
It
help
probably already is. Well, to my understanding, anytime it does those like catch taglines,
Woo!
it's
You mean to tell me that guy was in that thing that whole time? Well, that didn't take much work at all.
move slowly to their accommodation.
He crouched in a box for 5 minutes just to get the snot beaten out of him in 2 hits.
well, that's what he was wanting. He's a masochist.
Oh, so you're his dominatrix.
Stop.
Evaluation and rehabilitation.
I'm just saying. I think we've
I'm not
uncovered.
into that.
Well, clearly you'd rather go the other way around. It seems.
I think you're driving at this a little hard now.
Well, you did say openly, I don't have a problem with it.
Packages can be found
I mean,
at the desk.
I'm just saying of the two things, if it were Alien versus Dominatrix, I'd probably be like, okay, Dominatrix is fine.
HMOs. Our website contains
Alien, not so much.
It's purely in relation to the alien perspective.
Maybe.
know that the children's area on the site
What about Alien, or what about Dominatrix versus, I don't know, not Alien?
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. You're the one qualifying.
You're
it.
trying to dig me into a hole is what you're doing.
Well, I'm mostly just trying to push you back into the hole that was dug.
No, I didn't dig any such holes.
diagnostic and
I
wellness
think
programs.
a hole was dug.
Care coupled with our
By whom and when, I don't know.
have ensured we are voted
I think you got to go back.
state.
There you go.
Did you find them? Are they?
He is inspecting that man's groin a little heavily, I think.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his...
What makes your research notes?
Got another problem.
The islands of wars.
This resin won't come out my hair.
What makes your research notes so important, lady?
I'll get her there, Batman.
Why would Joker take any interest in them?
It's gonna fix his face. That's why it's so
I
important.
actually think that man is a slab of stone that came alive.
Get her notes and then find somewhere safe.
Someone drew an angry face on a brick,
Barricade yourself.
and it came to life.
He's in here somewhere. Spread out.
Oh, hang on. Weren't we just standing next to all the doctors? And then we just zip away and they're gone? He's too far.
What kind of psycho built this place?
Can you whistle or?
No, I don't think you can in this. You can whistle while you work his nads. See, this is, I think Shadow of Mordor has given us an inaccurate view of quote-unquote stealth takedowns.
Why is that?
Well, because you walk up to a guy and speed bag his nuts and he falls over, whereas Batman knows how to actually be quiet about it.
His feedback is nuts.
Oh, get the gargoyle. He's going to do it.
Man, I hate the stink.
Get him.
What are you doing?
It should be obvious, pal. I think there's one more. Watch those guys. Don't look away.
Cut me down. You're going crazy. Calm down.
He's on. There he is. You could just give him a flying kick-a-pow.
What's going on?
Oh, he's going the other way. You can give him a ledge takedown, probably. Oh, you gonna turn around.
This can't be happening.
Run. Get him.
Get away.
Ah, get him.
I can't.
That man is beyond dead. Are there more? See, not the last one.
Is he the only one on this block?
I think there were only 3 coming in.
All right.
Or did they open the way to the next way? Did they come out of the door that was previously locked?
I don't know.
I think they might have.
Somebody's brain's in here.
Well, there's all sorts of bits and pieces. Yeah, this seems like an obviously evil place. Hang on. I think it was the other door.
Are you sure? Because that.
I think it was the door they came out of.
That looks new.
I don't know. The door they came out of was previously locked. If it is no longer locked, then that would suggest perhaps progress. Okay, the door they came out of, over there, behind the grate. That door was previously locked. Yeah, because this is the elevator shaft that we needed to get to.
Too easy. Oh, think about it. I got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brake center of you like a sack of puppies? Say goodnight, rats. Boom! Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears. All of them.
Whoop. Okay, this seems like a nice saving point.
Yep.
Ew.
All right.
It looks like the good doctor has started.
Well, you freaked up.
Your appointment is
Well, we can can all agree Harley Quinn is great, and I'm not telling you my hall monitor, whatever it is.
I'm gonna look it up.